So here's an exercise that helps you use some of those elements that we just learned over here reciprocally, because most of the time when we're moving one shoulder blade in protraction and one in retraction. This is a great way to get more thoracic rotation, and it just feels really good. It's a good challenge for your diaphragm if you have a tight diaphragm. So let's get started. So you're going to start in a quadruped position, and when I'm in a hands and knees position, I first think about keeping my knees nice and heavy. I don't want to hang all of my weight into my wrists. That's not really great for my shoulders or my neck or my wrists. So I'm going to leave that weight in my knees nice and heavy, and I'm going to push outward through my knees just a little bit to give those knees a little bit of a stability into my hip, okay? So that's going to help me be in control of this lift. That little outward pressure on your knees is going to come in real handy when you start moving, because what we really want to do is move our rib cage in rotation, but without moving our hips at all. So we're keeping our hips poured in cement. We're keeping everything nice and still back there. So right here, I'm going to keep my hips nice and stable, and I'm going to rotate my ribs and reach through the hole that's been created by my other hand. Okay, right there, I grab the back of the floor with the back of my hand, and I push against both hands a little bit to give myself a little traction in my upper back, and it feels really good. So I'm getting a little nice stretch through my upper back, and then I take a breath right there, right in the rotation. Then to come out of that, I press against the floor with my left hand, this hand. I press against the floor and I pull open at the other side of it. I'm going to show you from this side what that looks like. I planted my hips, I've reached through, I push against the ground with this hand to provide a fulcrum, and then I rotate here. Notice this shoulder. So what I'm not doing is cranking my elbow back and causing this shoulder to come up near my ear and shrug up, because what I'm really doing is I'm not opening my collar anymore at that point. I'm just moving my elbow further. Think closer to the body, opening up. So tie that elbow pretty close. You can even just touch your belly with this hand. This is the next thing to do. And then breath once you're in that rotation, because we're giving that diaphragm a nice little stretch right there. And then repeat a few more times, and to both sides.